Peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to Lunar on the World Podcast. Today's episode of Inner Fear, I believe this is episode 2. I wanted to talk about something that's kind of prominent right now, at least in my life and in my feed and in the people who are around me. Everybody either getting married, about to be married, or having babies. It's just a season for that. And I know for those who may be single and you have been single and your desires of being in a relationship, your desires of being married. A lot of you may be thinking to yourselves, man, when is it gonna be my turn? Like, am I ever gonna never get married? Is anyone ever gonna come along, And a lot of us may be holding on to thoughts of fears, of doubts right now. Because you see it happening for everyone else. And you may be thinking, dang God, when's it gonna be my turn? Are you really God? Because you're not working on my timeline. You're not doing things how I want them to be done and when I want them to be done. A lot of us, we have these thoughts. And we may not be saved, we may not say them, but subconsciously, with our actions and our thoughts, we are thinking them. And because we are thinking and being this way, is exactly why we will not attract our mates. And let me tell you why. Because doubt clouds vision. I don't know the exact ayah, but Allah God in the Holy Quran says, in this book, there is no doubt. And if marriage is one half of one's faith, even if you don't believe in the Holy Quran, in the Bible, you know that God made two. God made man and woman. I don't know the exact scripture, but we know that God created one, and from that one, he made two. He knows we have mates, all of us. Every single one of us, we were made in pairs. Now we know this. But because we don't get what we want when we want it, that's when doubt comes in. And what does doubt do? It clouds the mind. Now let me find the actual definition of the word doubt. Now according to Google, doubt means a feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction. Now, when we have doubt, it allows us to entertain thoughts that are not necessarily true. And it makes us uncertain about the things that we do. For example, I had doubt that I would be able to move to Chicago, because I'm currently in Chicago, because I didn't have a job. I didn't have any savings. I had no idea I was going to make it happen there, but I knew in my heart of hearts that I was meant to be here and that Allah wanted me here. Didn't know I was going to do it, but I had faith. And I did have doubt. Everybody around me doubted me. They didn't think I could do it because, the circumstances just said that you could not do this without the means to do it. And I even had doubt myself, like I said. But I had that little bit of faith, and that faith allowed me to create a plan, and strategize, and talk to who I need to talk to. And boom, I had enough money, just enough time for me to move to Chicago. But before that, I had doubt. And because I had doubt, my thoughts were clouded. My vision was clouded. I wasn't able to plan. I wasn't able to execute. I wasn't able to do anything because I had doubt in not only myself, but in the God who already told me that you will be moving to Chicago. This is where you're meant to be. You need to figure out how to do it. But because I decided not to let that doubt stop me, use the little faith that I did have, create a plan, execute, I was able to fulfill what it is that I desire, which is moving to Chicago. And even after, the move to Chicago, things happened to where I was tested on my faith again. Well, doubt came up. And from that point forward, I've just established that when it comes to me doubting something, I am doing nothing more but holding back. I'm just taking up time for me to find a solution or for me to have the answer. Like it just wastes time, doubt. So, I have a quote I think I wanted to share. Here's the quote by Sister Ava Muhammad. May Allah forever be pleased. She says, accept your own and be yourself. That is the divine law. If you break that law, you're going to fail in life. If you don't accept who you are, if you don't become yourself, you're not going to be successful. The danger of doubt is doubt makes you go against God's will. Doubt makes you reject who and what you are. And when you have rejected yourself, any profession of faith in God is a lie. So Minister Farrakhan says, quote, doubt is the mother of hypocrisy, end quote. Because doubt sets up a state of self-rejection that makes you a hypocrite. When you go say, I believe in God, I love God, you're lying. You say that, but you are afraid to stand up on what you say, end quote. And that is from, again, this is Dave Mahan, book A New Way of Life, page 46. Now, why did I bring that quote up? Because it's marriage season, it's wedding season, it's courtship season. And for the single girlies or gals, you may start to doubt God right now because you see it happening for everybody else. And let me tell you right now, you will not meet the one who you are meant to meet until you have that assurance within yourself. I was just reading the book, Sister David Muhammad, Real Love, and she mentions, it's in here somewhere, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but she says you will not find that mate. That mate will not be revealed to you until you are ready. And, you know, of course, marriage and courtship, you know, that stuff is nice. But nothing in this life matters more than our relationship with God and with ourselves. And ultimately, every single relationship that we have in our lives, especially the relationship that we have with our soulmate, you know, the one Allah God made for us, they will merely be a reflection of you and where you currently are. So if you don't like yourself right now, you will attract someone who may not like you. We attract who we are, naturally. So if you feel as if you are not evolved to that version of yourself, that will attract that man that will be a provider, that will be everything that you desire to be because you are in your nature, you know, and he will balance you out. Or if you are a man and you may be, you know, very chill and laid back and you're too much in your head, but you desire to be someone else. And you desire to be with a woman who, you know, may be a little different from you, or who may be, you know, you just desire to be with this woman, but you know subconsciously that mentally you may not be there yet. You have to become within yourself in order to attract what it is that you desire in life. That's what it's like for everything. And that's why it interferes in unlocking that and admonishing, I don't know if that's the right word, but demolishing those hindrances, one, being doubt. That is the only way we can, one, live in peace, and two, understand that God's plan is God's plan, and that his timing is his timing, and there's nothing that we can do about it. We can have doubt, you know, we can sit and have doubt and doubt the entire process, or doubt our way through this period in which we are single, or we are waiting on a mate. Or we can do what God wants us to do in this isolation period, which is work on ourselves, heal, evolve, and get closer to him. So anybody who may be a little sad or lonely in this season of marriage, your time is coming. But if you have doubt and you allow doubt to stop you from doing the things that you know you need to do, he probably told you to do. You probably already know your purpose, but you probably ain't doing it because I want to get married. You're wallowing in self-pity, whatever it is you got going on in your mind. Get out of that. And I want to end this by sharing a quote by Miss Louis Farrakhan. And this quote can be found in The Restrictive Law of Islam and Success. Great book. And he's talked about faith and, you know, how we must be knowers instead of believers, and that faith must lead us into doing things, or belief must lead us into doing things, or it's just non-existent, it's irrelevant. So he says, brothers and sisters, we start off believing, but if you keep ending up just a, quote, believer, then you never come to know. And you're still traveling, aren't you? We believe in the great men of God. We believe in the truth of the Bible, and we believe in the Quran. However, mere belief counts for nothing, except it is carried into practice. So if you believe, instead of doubt, that you will be married soon, that you will meet the one that Allah made for you, and if you genuinely desire to be married, you genuinely desire to be to find your soulmate, then you must allow for that belief to override whatever doubt you may have in yourself, and also attack that doubt. Figure out why you even have that. And that's one thing that I probably should do a whole video in and of itself. We gotta understand where these thoughts and these limited beliefs come from, because until we get to the root, we would never understand truly why we think this way, why we act this way. So attack that doubt. Go back into your mind and think, where is the doubt coming from? Who told me that I needed to be married right now because I see everybody else being married? Who said this? Is this a lie, God? Or is this the Satan itself telling me, oh, I see that everybody else doing it, so that must mean I need to be doing it? Absolutely not. This is why we must have a relationship with God. And it be the kingdom. He be the one, he be the man, he be the king on the throne in our dome. Because he will guide us. He will tell you when it's time and when it's not time for things. So again, for all the girlies or the gals who may be in doubt around this time, and this year specifically, because everybody get married, hold on to that faith. Allow for that faith to carry you through. Keep on studying. Keep preparing yourself, because your time is coming. And God is not a liar. And what will happen in your life will happen when you are ready. That's it. And I'm speaking this to myself because we teach what we need, ultimately. So yeah, I pray this message helped someone. Thank you guys for listening. Let me know what you guys would like for me to talk about next in this Interfere series. I feel like there's so much we could touch on, but I want to know what you guys want to hear. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Catch you guys in the next video.